African industrialization may be more of a myth than a reality, going by the lethargic progress witnessed across the continent. The issue is part of debate in the Nigerian capital, Abuja, where African ministers of finance and economic planning are meeting under the auspices of the Economic Commission for Africa and African Union. CCTV's Peter Wakaba put the question to Dr. Abdalla Hamduk, the Deputy Executive Secretary of the Economic Commission for Africa.
The major themes of this conference are probably, beside the main theme, the ministers will have the opportunity to talk about technology, diffusion, innovation and all that. They will have an opportunity to discuss issues of institution building and capacity building, the role of the private and public sector, but also industrialization as it links to job creation and growth.
When we say industrialization, there are areas that are key, areas that we definitely need to get right. In your opinion, what might these areas be?
You know, the African continent for a number of years has been subjected to this model of dig and export of natural resources. Africa is a very rich continent, but has never had the opportunity to create value addition within our economies. So this conference will provide that opportunity to discuss and address the challenges. How can we move from a status of exporting raw material to value addition and exporting finished goods? And that process, it is possible. Other countries have done it. The conference will give us the opportunity to look at experiences from the rest of the world. And particularly here, we will be quite keen to look at experiences from the global south, Southeast Asia, China, Malaysia, Singapore, and South Korea, Brazil and others. Their experiences is very useful for us in terms of showing us how can countries industrialize, relying on a number of issues, natural resources, relying on agriculture, providing for backward and forward linkages, and agricultural-led industrialization and natural resource-led industrialization, issues of regional integration, addressing bottlenecks like infrastructure, energy, and all this, and creating the environment, institutional and otherwise, for the right environment for industrialization.
Africa is not a single homogeneous state, but rather a wide and vast array of diverse peoples and diverse cultures. How do we arrive at a single solution that will work right across the board?
This is absolutely. We are, of course, majority of our economies are very small. Even the whole continent itself, in terms of, take an example of international trade, it is very insignificant, about 3% or so. But if we put all this together as one big block, it is significant. It can provide for better opportunities for getting better deals with our partners and all that. And that is why, if you look at the world today, if the very rich economies of West Europe saw it is in their interest to unite and create that big market. I think for us in Africa, it's a must. I always say this, the debate on integration in Africa and industrialization has been won. The difference is those who want to go very fast and those who want to go fast.
Finally, how do we crystallize the things that we are talking about into reality? The Asian tigers took about 30 years to move from an agrarian state into an industrial revolution. How long do you think this will take for Africa?
I think the time is ripe for us to repeat that sort of success stories because if you look historically, the US took twice the time China has taken to double the per capita income in the country. In Africa, we could benefit from the same thing.